Well, a very good morning to you. It is Saturday the 13th of August 2022. We set off at about 8:30 this morning. We've done a few locks and we're just now before the Saddington tunnel. So before we go through it, we just got to do a few bits of preparation. One, I'm making sure we've got enough fuel to take us through. So I've just filled the petrol tank up, and Steve's picking blackberries. Absolutely tons and tons of blackberries at the side of the towpath at the moment. It's brilliant. So good wash, and they'll give us a little snack as we go along. So we just need to get the tunnel lights sorted and the interior lights on, and then we'll be going through the tunnel. I'm going to try and film that today, and then the next part is arriving at Foxton Locks. So we'll film going up Foxton Locks, and then once we get to the top of Foxton Locks, we're hoping that we can pull up, and that will do for today. It is absolutely roasting. Well done. The Saddington tunnel is slightly crooked. It was constructed in 1797. There is room for narrowboats to pass, but wide beams do have to book a passage through.
That one, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A dead one, 6, 7, maybe 8, and then we get to Foxton Locks. I think we have to stop after 62, don't we?
When you arrive at Foxton Locks, it's essential to go and find a lock keeper and get your name down on the list. Otherwise, you will not be able to go up or down the locks. Just after bridge 62 there are spaces available for boats waiting to go up the locks. It's then a matter of keeping your eye out on the lock keepers and waiting for them to call you to go up. Foxton locks are 10 canal locks consisting of 2 staircases, each of 5 locks. Right, after a bit of confusion there about fenders and having to lift them up from the lock keepers, we're about to go and go up the Foxton locks. Had fair old wait. It's just about 1 o'clock. We'll see how long it takes to get up there. I have now entered the bottom chamber of the locks. The gate in front of you is the top gate to this chamber, but it is also the bottom gate to the chamber above. Once you have entered the lock and closed the gates and paddles behind you, you then lift the first red paddle and then the first white paddle. So it's red before white. Once both locks are equal, then you open the gates and proceed to the next lock, and then close the paddles and gates behind you. I am now entering chamber 2. And the gates that I've just come through are being closed behind me. Gates all closed. And now the red paddle is up. And that is then followed by the white paddle. Then it's just a matter of waiting again for the water levels to equalize in both locks. Gate open, and I'm ready to proceed into the next chamber. This is chamber number 3. And now into chamber number 4. The Canal and River Trust do produce this excellent PDF which shows you how to operate the locks when you're going up Foxton locks. And it's well worth having a good look at this before you arrive. There are plenty of people round about to help you, but sometimes it may be misinformation that they're trying to give you. The most important thing is to remember, always open the red paddle followed by the white paddle.
I am now waiting in chamber number 5. This is the top of the first staircase. You can tell this because it only has a single gate as the top gate, and there is only the red paddle on this one. You have to go to the bottom lock of the next staircase to open the white paddle, so that that lock and the pound in between and this lock all equalise. Gosh, he's been waiting a while.
Lifesaver, thank you very much.
This is certainly thirsty work.
So you're going through a middle pound here.
Right.
Okay, so you have to wait until this gate and what's on the far side of it.
Okay.
And that means the water will be calmer.
Right, okay, so I'll wait.
So you can just go across and just watch out as you go down.
Yep, okay, lovely. Thank you very much for holding.
That's alright. Well, I'll see you across.
Thank you.
Look out.
Certainly a warm day for you. I've always wanted to do this ever since I was a kid. It's only taken 64 years.
Good to still have ambitions.
Yeah. We used to come here, you know, with the family on a Sunday
Oh, lovely.
years ago. And my dad had a Ford Pop. Kettering. Yeah.
This was indeed a place that I used to visit as a child, and I was always fascinated by how the boats could go up and down this quite steep hill. This is the middle pound between the two staircases, and as you can see, it can act as a holding pond for the odd boat that's coming down as you are going up. So as soon as all the boats have gone through going upwards, that boat will then start the descent downwards. And we now have a new team of lockkeepers to help us up. Over on the port side now is the Canal Museum. This is chamber number 6, and Steve is already springing into action. Red, then white, and you'll be alright. White before red, and you could end up dead.
So this is the first of the second 5.
You can now see how far we've come. Foxton locks raise the level of the canal 75 feet. Chamber number 7. Chamber number 8. Chamber number 9. This is chamber number 10, the last one. I had to film this on the way down again because I'd run out of SD card. My 64GB SD card is currently still at the bottom of Birstall Lock. If you're not sure how that came about, then please watch video 195.
So we're just moored up now, not too far away from the top of Foxton Locks, in a cool, shady place. Shady at the moment, anyway. It took us about an hour and a quarter, I think, to get up the locks. A lot of assistance from CRT and from Steve. I have recorded the entire journey up the locks. I'm not sure how entertaining that will be because when you're in there, one lock just looks like the last one. But I did try to get as many photographs of the surrounding area that I could, including a very, very dead rat that had decided to hang itself on one of the lock ladders. So we're going to have a long rest now before we move on tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to get to, hopefully, Crick Marina, where we can spend a couple of days and then decide what we're going to do from there on in. So thank you very much for watching. Do take care, and it's goodbye from him.
It's goodbye for him. Bye.
Bye.
Switch it off now, Dad.